Hey guys, and welcome to a different kind of video. I know you're thinking it's not a gaming video, it's not a FIFA, Football Manager series video. This is just one where I speak to the camera, and I just thought I needed a bit of a variety on the channel. So I've come up with doing Premier League predictions for the remainder of the season. I'm not going to predict the league or anything just yet until next season when it's actually begun altogether again, because it's like Liverpool's already won the league, so it's pretty obvious where teams are going to finish. So yeah, I'm going to start this series now because I just couldn't wait to get it out. And this is going to be a series where I'm just predicting the scores, maybe the goal scorers from each week in the Premier League. Just a reminder, because if you're brain dead and you think predicting results is going to actually happen and you're going to get them all right, don't bet on anything I say. Don't take my word for it. It's just a bit of fun. It's just getting my predictions. Maybe you could put yours in the comments if you want. And yeah, let's get started with these. First game of match week 24 is a big one. It's Bournemouth versus Brighton, and it's big because Bournemouth are in trouble. They just lost to bottom of the league Norwich 1-0. Got a man sent off as well, Steve Cook. Timu Pukki scoring against them. They've got about 20 points now, and they're in a relegation battle. And Brighton are a team that probably they could get some points out of. It's a South Coast kind of derby game. Brighton are actually doing okay. I think they're going to stay up easy. Just finish somewhere between 10th and 17th. Not a special team, but not a really bad team. With Bournemouth needing to win this game and Brighton just wanting to stay up, just getting them results here and there. I think this is a game that they won't really put it in for, and Bournemouth will put more into it because they know the rot they're in. So saying that, I'm going to go for 1-0 to Bournemouth, and I'll just go with someone random. I'll go with Adam Smith to get the goal. The next game is Aston Villa versus Watford. Watford on the form of their lives. They were bottom of the league for most of the time, and they've just come good. They've just drawn to Tottenham. I think there were a penalty save or a miss in that game. I didn't see the game. And before that, they were winning every game. They played well against Liverpool when they lost. It's the Nigel Pearson effect. They beat Wolves, a good team there. Aston Villa, on the other hand, I think they're going to go down. I think they'll finish 17th. No, not 17th, 18th. That's the relegation spot, the top relegation spot. Because the surprise people get results here and there, but they're not going to stay up. They haven't got enough. They lost 6-1, I think it was, to Man City. I do think they'll get to the Carabao Cup final. I do think they'll beat Leicester, because I think Leicester are on a bit of a slump and focusing on the league because they've just lost to Burnley. But Aston Villa, I can't see them winning this game, and I'm going to go with 2-0 to Watford, Troy Deeney to get a goal, and Ismail Assar to get one. Next game, Crystal Palace versus Southampton. Two teams that I thought had been near the bottom. I thought Crystal Palace were going to finish bottom of the league at the start. I thought Zaha were going to go. I thought the team isn't strong enough, but with Roy Hodgson, they look like anything is possible. They just drew with Man City, along with Southampton, who lost 3-2. They bottled it after being 2-0 up. But they are on form, and if they keep it up, they will be in the Europa League, so that says something for the form. Of course, they've had the downs. They lost 9-0 to Leicester, which was a shocking result. But this is going to be a hard game to predict. Both teams doing well, Crystal Palace doing well, Southampton just upping it now. I can't see a winner in this. I'm going to go for 0-0. Next game, Sheffield United versus Manchester City. This game earlier on in the season was a bit of a spectacle. VAR played its part. I don't really like VAR, and it didn't help Sheffield United in this one. Man City, as we all know, have cocked it up this season. The league slipped away from them. They are still a really good team. I think they'll finish second. But they do have the moments, and usually they either win a game by loads of goals or they narrowly lose it. But in this case, Sheffield United, they're a good team at hanging on, clinging on to games. So I'm going to go for an opposite to Man City's usuals, and I'm going to go for them to get a 1-0 win and just stick Aguero on the goal. Next game, Everton versus Newcastle. Newcastle I like. Everton I don't particularly like. I don't feel anything towards them, but Ancelotti is an amazing manager. Although I do feel he's not overrated, but he's not going to set the world alight. He's not going to just automatically get them into the Europa League. Newcastle are amazing at picking up results now. Steve Bruce, I said at the start of the season, you might not believe it, he's going to do better than Rafa ever did. He's a local lad. and everyone's saying they were going to get relegated are completely wrong. I said they'd finish 10th. They're around about there now. I don't think they'll get it. I think they'll finish somewhere like 13th, where they're close to now. And in this game, I do think Everton will get the edge. They're at home. Newcastle have injuries with like Willems and Dummett, who are out for the end of the season. And I think Everton will win 1-0, and that guy Dominic Calvert-Lewin with a goal. Next one is a big one. London derby, Chelsea versus Arsenal. Mikel Arteta been quite unlucky so far. A couple of draws that he should have won. But saying that, Arsenal, people say they've done really bad this season, but they haven't. They haven't lost that many games. I think Chelsea have lost more. It's just the draws that let Arsenal down. Chelsea, on the other hand, they've lost a lot of games. They've lost like 8 games. They've lost more than, I think, Tottenham, Man United, Arsenal, all the big teams that are struggling. And it's probably due to the young squad. And being a midweek game, I know they are at home, but I don't think they have the legs for it. And I think, surprisingly, controversially, Arsenal will learn from this. Mikel Arteta will get his luck, and Arsenal will win 2-1 against Chelsea. Pepe and Martinelli with the goals, as I'll go with someone like Tomori to score for Chelsea. Next game, Leicester City versus West Ham. David Moyes bringing it back, doing well with West Ham now as he's been brought back in to replace Pellegrini, who was god-awful. As Leicester dropping a bit, it's expected. I think they were just playing really well at the start of the season, and now it's just they're in competition and it's catching up with them. They lost to Burnley, which was a bad result, but I don't think they'll lose this game. But I also don't think they'll win. I think David Moyes will keep going as he has done. And last season, I think, last time Moyes was in charge, it was 1-1, and I'm going to go with that again. Snodgrass to get a goal. And let's go with Vardy just to get the other one. Next up is Tottenham versus Norwich. This game was good before. I think it was a draw, but I think Norwich were the better team for most of it. Tottenham struggling a bit under Mourinho. I think he'll keep the job, obviously. They're not going to sack him. And I think they'll actually come good again. I think it will take a full summer transfer window to get the team back. Eriksen will leave. I think they'll get rid of a couple of them. I think Jose Mourinho won't lose this one. He's at home. It's midweek. Norwich struggling at the bottom of the league. Saying that, I think they will score. I think it'll be 2-1. Cantwell with the goal. And let's go with... Kane's injured. Let's go with Lamella to get one. He's on good form. And Dele Alli if he plays. Next, Man United. After the loss to Liverpool, 2-0. Pretty average performance. It's what I expected, to be honest. Actually, better than I expected. If you look at Man United's team, there's not really any good players. They're playing youth and a couple of expensive players who are kind of average. No Marcus Rashford now, of course, is injured. Burnley, on the other hand, have just beaten Leicester. But I think Solskjaer, he always does enough to keep his job, and I think he will bounce back at Old Trafford. And I think it's Tuesday night with a convincing 3-0 win. Martial to get 2. And Brandon Williams to get his first goal. And finally, a game that people will say is hard to predict. It's Wolves against Liverpool at Wolves in midweek. Wolves just coming back from... They'll love to be two goals down and then come back to win 3-2. They did it against Man City. They've done it against Southampton now. And Liverpool, obviously it's Liverpool. They're undefeated and everything. This is going to be a hard game for them. Wolves is always not an easy game, and it is at Wolves. But saying that, it's Liverpool in it. 3-1 win to Liverpool. Neto to get a goal against Liverpool and not disallowed this time. And Wijnaldum and Mane and Origi off the bench to get the 3 for Liverpool. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It was just to change it. It was just a little switch up I wanted to do from the norm. Like and comment if you want this to continue. Comment what you think will happen yourselves. Waving my arms around a lot. And on screen now, I'll put it on screen. This is what the table will look like if all my predictions come in. Obviously they won't, but it's good to see what my predictions will do. And that's going to about wrap it up for this video, guys. Hope you're enjoying this channel. Like, comment, share and subscribe, that's the obvious. And I will see you in the next video, which will probably be a gameplay video. See you later.